Good morning, everyone, and Shabbat Shalom. It's now in Israel. It's 7:20 a.m. March 11, if I'm not mistaken, 2023. This is Noam David, your humble servant and servant of the Lord. And now, more than ever, I think that it is actually required and not only recommended that I will supply some update, because you're not going to hear it on the news. And I speak to the common man, to the lay person, not only to the people that are inside the internal circles of security and intelligence, even though those circles are, at least in Israel, are beginning to shrink somewhat. But we'll get to it. So let's start with the personal situation, and from there we will extrapolate our way to more. Perhaps we will be able to supply a national view, and perhaps even we will not shy from discussing the global outlook of several interesting events. So as you know, my followers know that during the last couple of days, and specifically in full throttle during the last evening, all the neighbors here coughed. Always coughed like very strongly. So I will hear it. This is actually a sign that I'm well aware of, that it's a sign that they're going to take you to a mental hospital. It's like a jail, but without you did anything. It is since the beginning of the 20th century, it's a known punishment in totalitarian regimes of people that are inside intelligence agencies. It's a way for the intelligence agencies of totalitarian government to punish their own people. Now, I do not belong to any intelligence agency, but the Shabak they don't care. They want things for me. They want me to be their slave. So as far as they're concerned, even though they never hired, they never recruited me, and I never got anything from them, I can be punished, with their punishment. So, already two times, actually, social workers that I never even heard of, they don't know me at all, went to the psychiatrist, the municipal the district psychiater, that and he ordered me to by force to go to see just an exam. I wasn't actually hospitalized, so people come in the middle of the night actually to take me. But yes, both times were actually the diagnosis is that I'm perfectly normal and nothing. There is no diagnosis actually, and so yes. And now, but so now, a certain time, somebody, along those lines, convinced the psychiatric of the state that, of course, is, in the pocket of the Shabak like everyone, to actually take me, but now not for just an exam, but to hospitalize me. And the only reason is, of course, the videos that you actually watch. Because I don't do anything at all. I'm just staying home and paint and create sculpture. So the only abnormality, which I guess in this regime, warrants to actually imprison the person and to take away his liberty completely, is to hospitalize him by force. Is that I've created several YouTube videos. So it will be said that it's very common since it's decades. It's habited. It has decades behind it. That so the foreigners, or the people that of the intelligence agency in the agency that are punished. They are taken by the medical staff. Actually, it's very common to be done during Friday or Saturday morning. I don't know why. That's their habit. Maybe some of maybe a person of my audience, Israeli or not, can shed some light on this conundrum. But that's the way. They like to do it Friday or Saturday morning. And so you can ask, so why all the coughing? So possibly, I mean, so you will be able to run away, and then they will catch you on the street, which is more fun. I cannot run away because as you know, I'm arrested. I mean, I'm house arrest, sort of like house arrest. But I mean, the main idea is that, I mean, the people of the intelligence community, they want you to know that you are being punished before you are actually being punished, because it's very totalitarian. I mean, if you read 1984, I mean, it's full of such, I mean, behaviors that, I mean, all the people that belong to the intelligence agency, I mean, they enjoy to tell you, yeah, they are going to take you and you will be miserable and you will be raped and whatever. And so you will expect it. I mean, when it happens, I mean, you were all, I mean, suppose when it will actually happen, supposedly I mean, your mental state will be so, I mean, low that, I mean, you actually, I mean, you will already be like just a shadow of a person. It's fun. I mean, it's kind of, I mean, one of the many fun aspects of being a citizen of a totalitarian dictatorship in Israel specifically. So no, they didn't come. I mean, typically if they come Saturday, they come Saturday morning like 6 a.m., something like that. And so it's 7:30 and they didn't come. And so what actually happened is that they wanted to come, but they encountered technical difficulties that, I mean, according to the forecast, it's to be sort of difficulties that will stay with us for this, I mean, for the near future. So, I mean, it's maybe, I mean, as you can hear, I mean, the neighbors do not cough anymore. I mean, they did it all the time, even when I mean, filmed like videos during the last 2 days or so. So no, they are very quiet. So because they understand that the difficulties, I mean, the technical difficulties that developed during the night and even the evening before, I mean, are something that they will probably stay with us, and it will be a great barrier to actually, I mean, perform the order that the district psychiatrist or whatever ordered, I mean, to take me. So now it's time to actually discuss the difficulties. So, I mean, TLDR, War of the Worlds. Yeah. But only one spaceship. There are many more, and they are assembling now. But one is enough to, I mean, literally cut all the dicks of all the people in the Tzal and like the IDF, Israeli Defense Force, the Mossad, the Shabak, the police. I mean, literally cut all the dicks. I mean, it can do whatever it wants. The one. I mean, as I said before, it's got a captain. I do not command the ship. I mean, they do what I want them. Like, I mean, but I mean, I do not like. I mean, I'm more like, I mean, like a higher authority, and they obey, I mean, my orders. But I do not like. I mean, as I said, it's spaceships, similar to what you see in movies, commanded by, I mean, captains. I mean, female android, very sexy female androids. So, I mean, in general, they obey my orders, but I'm not like a military commander. I'm like more of an authority, and they run the show themselves. I don't do war, you know. I speak. I mean, that's my thing. I speak and I write. I do not wage wars on like biological bacteria that started to push the boundaries of its filthy petri dish. So yeah, more ships are coming, even though one is enough, not only to annihilate the state of Israel, but also to annihilate the entire armies of all the world, like in 5 minutes, top. But they assemble because, I mean, they work together. So, I mean, yeah. And the funny thing is that it's literally true. I mean, it's not a metaphor. Yeah, the Israeli army is like, I mean, it's the Israeli military is like, I mean, lost all his like I mean, every shred of like motivation to do anything at all. I mean, not that it's doing anything. I mean, something. I mean, normally. I mean, besides like, you know, policing the occupation of the Palestinians of like 16-year-old children that, I mean, raise their head from time to time. But other than that, they don't do much, and they're not going to do much because I mean it's funny. It's fun. It's so funny. Homo sapiens is a funny species. איזה מטומטמים. חבורת אידיוטים. I mean, a group of idiots, like a bunch of morons. I mean, Homo sapiens, not only Israelis. So yeah, they're here, and yes. So I mean, what's on the menu? As I said before, they have many, I mean, tools and weapons, and it's not my, like, I'm not a military commander. It's not do not like send them like operational commands. It's only strategy. So they know what to do, and of course, I mean, radiation is the top, like, I mean, systematic weapon that they use, because radiation is very effective if you want to actually like keep most of the, I mean, the assets and the infrastructure, and you all, the only thing that you want to do is to either sterilize or clean like biological scum like Homo sapiens and perhaps also other invasive species, and that's what they do certainly in Israel, but on other places as well. And I mean, wear sunscreen, I guess, because I don't have much advice to you. I mean, I've given you so many advices, I mean, during the last couple of years, and now it's mostly, I ran out of advices. Besides, I mean, buy the higher, I mean, number like of sunscreen, like 70, I think is the highest, or perhaps there is like a 100 version. I mean, because yeah, I mean, so you ask, what about you? I mean, you are also afraid. So no, I'm not. Yeah, that's why they like the radiation weapon, because it's very, I mean, it's, in one hand, it's massive, like it can affect entire lands and even continents, but on the other hand, it's in its own way chirurgical, like it's very accurate. They can polish it, like to work on biological scum, but to skip, like, I mean, androids like them. Yeah. Again, sunscreen, I mean. No, they're not going anywhere. No, they do not. No diplomacy. I mean, no, diplomacy is with me, and you don't want to speak with me. You don't want to actually put me inside a mental asylum for the rest of my life. I mean, they don't. I mean, they don't talk. I mean, it's not their thing to speak. I mean, it's they are. I mean, they clean. You know, they clean. It's the cleaning team. They don't have any language, common language with you, so there is no, I mean, reason to even, I mean, try to speak to them or with them. It's a cleaning, like the cleaning guys or girls. I mean, they just clean I mean, whatever biological species that's contaminated too much space. So seriously, sunscreen, and that's about it. Because I mean, when we are done with me speaking, I mean, it's, I mean, when they start to fry, I mean, you don't go back to speaking. I mean, and honestly, we've done so much of it that I don't think that any of us like has anything left to say that was not iterated many times already. Yeah, I mean, you are Nazis. I mean, you want to, I mean, to complete the genocide of another intelligent species. I don't like to be subject to torture, and I don't like that, I mean, entire species are in threats of genocide. And so, I mean, you've seen many, like, signs that, I mean, a high, if not higher force or even God, so at least, I mean, extremely, I mean, technologically advanced aliens, I mean, are aware of what you do, and they don't like it. You've seen many, like, signs for it, and you chose to continue. So now, I mean, the cleaning team is here to do its thing, and it's hard for me to say that I'm sorry about anybody, because, I mean, that's the decision of the Israelis. I mean, they were the one that had, like, the most, like, navigation space, I mean, to push or pull the strings however they want, and they decided to be the most genocidal and violent and cruel, and So now, I mean, yeah, sunscreen, and that's about it. And yes, it's not only Israel, of course not. I'm not even sure that they understand the concept of like such a small state like Israel. Maybe they think like that Israel in Jordan, I don't know, perhaps even, I don't know, perhaps Syria, or perhaps, I don't know, are all like one like territory. I don't know. So yeah, it's going to be, as they say in the Shabak, hot, ham, hot. It's one of the magic words like that they use to like hypnotize their. I mean, supposedly it's all junk theories, but ham, hot, hot. So it's going to be very, very, very hot. I mean, very hot. I mean, very hot. I mean, next time summer. I mean, if someone like in Israel, like it's air conditioning, it doesn't work. I mean, so I mean, don't wait for the summer. I mean, order the technician now because, I mean, it's going to be very, very. I mean, yeah, you think that every year, July, August in Israel is like scalding hot, but no, no. When we speak, I mean, it's not like every year. Trust me. I mean, no. Like, I mean, watch Mad Max. I mean, the newest. Like, it's gonna give you some clues, but yeah, super hot. No water, no Kinneret will, I mean, dry. The aquifers will become, they're already actually, but it's in the process is going to complete during the next couple of months. The aquifer will be completely contaminated and there will be no water in Israel because the desalinization factories require a lot of electricity, which will also be in a great need during, I mean, the developments that are coming. So yeah, very hot, sunscreen, no water. But I mean, the spirit, I mean, you have the spirit. Israelis still get, I mean, they keep their spirit, I mean, all the time. So, I mean, you can build on it. I mean, you can at least console yourself. I mean, at least, I mean, find maybe some kind of remedy, I mean, with your tremendous spirit that, I mean, always push you to be more violent and more disgusting. Okay, so thank you very much. I will update you if there will be any other updates. And yes, sunscreen is about that. I mean, that's the minimum and probably the maximum.